Back again in this year's show to give you his top 10 ways to get ready for the Mayan calendar catastrophe is none other than VOA's own director, David Ensor. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. It's tough to follow the Cheshire Cat, but I'll do the best I can. And now, as has been already reported, and as VOA is prepared to report in advance of others, we don't need two sources on this, the Mayan calendar ends December 21st, which is next Saturday. Therefore, those who are working on Saturday will be granted... Friday. Oh, wait. It's Friday, you're right. Well, see, there you go. I mean, it's a good thing. You're the journalist. I'm just a bureaucrat. Anyway, therefore, since there will be no World Saturday, those who will be working Saturday are going to be granted liberal leave. And if you didn't vote for President Obama, we'll give you conservative leave. Partially the same concept. Now, it's prudent that we plan for this cataclysmic event. So here are my 10 top ways that the agency can prepare for the coming apocalypse. Now, number 10, I'm going in reverse order. That's how they do these, you know. And of course, I'm only reading. But I used to do that for a living, so. All of you, if you bought any long-term care policies during open season, cancel them. And please give OPM at least 2 weeks to process your claim. Number 9. All appointments of new governors for the BBG board will be limited to 2 days, because of course there are only 2 days left, so that's logical. Number 8, rather than listen to scientists and experts, see the John Cusack movie 2012, or just hide under the bed if you prefer. Number 7, ask HR to calculate any use or lose leave before December 21st. If you forget, you can ask for HR's new end-of-the-world leave program, which is called Apply or Die. Number 6, IDB policies regarding the decoration of employee cubicles are still in effect. The world may be coming to an end, but we're, sticking with the policies. No quatrains by Nostradamus, no printouts of last-minute orders from Amazon, and no posters displaying the numbers 666 unless they are receipts from the DC lottery. One exception, small exception. Number 5, the VOA cafeteria will be offering end-of-the-world specials with the leftover food. So therefore, if the end of the world doesn't get you, this probably will. Number 4. Here's just a sort of thought experiment. Find a Mayan. Wish him or her a Happy New Year. See how they respond. Number 3. All teleworking agreements are hereby canceled. I don't like them anyway. If the end of the world does come, as you can probably understand, there'll be no way for us to verify if you're signed on and working. Sorry about this, but management must continue. Number 2, on the bright side, the end of the world will be, I think we can say this safely, a major improvement to E2. And number 1, all VOA senior managers are still expected to hold their weekly meetings with staff. There are some things in the world that not even the end of the world can prevent.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you thought this would never end, we want to wrap up today's performance with a dazzling doyen of the newsroom who has turned the television world upside down. But now she'll be taking part in the vaunted VOA Follies tradition and venture into the world of the fantastic, the supernatural, something so ethereal it can only be found in the checkout lane at Whole Foods. Ladies and gentlemen, the captivating Carolyn Presutti.
Good evening. Most esteemed guests, colleagues, friends, enemies, and many of you who have come from afar to see our next guest. When it's all over, get out of our parking places. This so special. It comes along once a year. Thank goodness. And it's like your health insurance for dental checkup. You get your reimbursement once a year. Oh, that didn't go very well. Okay, listen. To prepare for this momentous occasion, I have undergone months of arduous preparation. I have walked the halls of this great building, from the basement, the first floor, the second, the third, the fourth, the escalators were out. Along these long journeys, I have heard the plaintive cry of fellow journalists, wanting answers to the questions that most vex them, and enlightenment for the problems that most trouble them. I have arranged these piercing inquiries into a series of questions that only our next guest can answer. Not only can he answer them, he will answer these questions without ever having seen them before. I have only attempted to ask these questions here once, when I approached Jim Fry for a raise. Here's how it went. I walk into his office. I say, Mr. Fry, hey, I know we're in an economic situation here. I know we're falling off the fiscal cliff. But you know, I got 3 companies after me. I'm afraid I have to leave unless I get a little raise. He says, oh, no, Pursuti, we're not going to do that. Well, I talked to him a little bit, and he says, okay, how about a step increase? I say, okay. I get up, I go to leave his office, and he says, whoa, whoa, what companies are after you? And I say, the electric company, the gas company, the telephone company. So, I digress. Sorry, it's like my stand-ups. Okay, so the next person you're about to meet, an amazing personality. He can use these great powers of divine intervention to address the great questions impacting VOA without having seen the very questions to which he will provide the answers. I don't know, you gotta see it. That's why I work in TV and not radio. You gotta see it. Okay, to ensure the viability of these questions and to maintain their security, I have taken the following steps. The envelopes have been sealed using the leftover duck sauce from our last Thai takeout order. They have been dried out by the vacuum cleaner lady that always seems to show up when you're trying to do a voiceover for a report. They have been hidden in the dark corners of a random rotating series of lockers, like to the right of the newsroom, and secured by the overnight staff of our security service. These envelopes have been authenticated by the contracts division, documented by the personnel office, and approved and released by Donna Grace in HR. In other words, they have been untouched by human hands. May I present the envelopes? You're supposed to clap there. Thank you from the envelopes. Okay, now, the moment you've all been waiting for that you thought would never arrive, right? Yes. And which you cannot possibly leave because we've conveniently locked the doors for you. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Karnak the Magnificent!
Karnak off to a good start. Always a good
And number 2, Karnak.
Thank you, captivating one.
Welcome.
STFU.
STFU. It worries me very much, very much. STFU.
The question? What's IDD's response to critics of civility? That's their response. In a nutshell.
We move on to number 3, yes? Number 3.
The answer to this question is short circuit.
Short circuit. Short circuit. Short circuit. Short circuit.
What happens when Sonia Pace runs around the newsroom? Thank you for that. These are very difficult questions. Ones that require a great deal of thought.
And this is number 4. 4.
Number 4. Break the mold.
Break the mold. Break the mold. Break the mold.
Yes, captivating one.
Break the mold. Break the mold. I love my job. Break the mold.
What's the first thing you do when you take a sandwich out of the newsroom refrigerator? Great film.
Numero.
We're not doing badly here, are
Five. We may have 20 instead of 10. No.
we? 90210.
90210. 90210. 90210. Hurry up.
What is the combined hours of leave for John Lennon, John Stevenson, and Leo Sarkeesian? That's what they
The next one, oh great. Karna.
Peyton Manning.
Oh, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning.
Who's in charge of the old fart section of the web desk? Almost didn't get that one out of the oven.
Don't worry, we got another
Very
one.
difficult question.
We got another one, it's okay.
Karnak requires silence, please.
Oh, yes, yes.
The answer to this very difficult question is 2.5 men.
2.5 men. 2.5 men. Men.
What is the equivalent of one VOA woman?
I like your style, Karna. Yes.
What does that get me? I don't know.
Oh, we can end there, yes?
Lack of interest.
Ooh, lack of interest. Nobody in the audience. Lack of interest.
How would you describe the returns on the TSP? Somebody said that's true.
I lost the number. I don't know what number now.
To infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond. To infinity and beyond. To infinity.
What is the timeline for the final rollout of VOA Direct? Infinity and beyond.
In ultra one.
Citizen journalism.
Citizen journalism. Citizen journalism. Citizen journalism.
What's the only kind of reporting favored by BBG employee unions?
You know, I need
That was a
to...
little too deep.
We need to ask for complete silence.
I think so. We almost got it on that joke. But we'll soldier on.
But I know, Karnak, you demand complete silence, like
Not all
a
the
cow. Like a cow as it serenely chews on a verdant plain. You know what kind of silence I mean?
No, what kind of silence is that?
Utter silence. Oh, where's the symbol? Thank you very much. Thank
That was
you.
very good.
What do we have there? Read the front. Read the front first before you give us the...
That's right, I should have. You got me all. The answer to this question is get to the bottom of this.
Get to the bottom of this.
What was BBG's strategy for the Federal Employment Viewpoint Survey? Captivating one.
Yes?
I noticed your turban is not here.
No.
Where is it?
No, it's undergoing turban renewal.
It was funny 10 years ago.
It was funny in rehearsal.
The answer to this question is Nostradamus.
Nostradamus. Nostradamus. Nostradamus.
What is the sourcing tool used in BBG's strategic plan?
We have one left. Just one. Let's hear it. It is for you, Mr. Karnak.
Follow the money.
Follow the money. Follow the money on Friday. Follow the money.
How do you get to Rob Bull's office? And with that, we end this year's Holiday Follies show. We're glad you all came. Thank everybody who was in the show. Our tech director, Jeff Lee.